up? What is cracking? Hi, my Geminis, okay? So, my go-getters, right? What is it? I'm steady doing this, so it might mean something to you guys. I'm hearing deuces, chunking up the deuces, or I'm seeing the color purple, right? Like this. You know, somebody is looking at somebody in their eyes. I'm also seeing a snake's tongue, because you know the snake's tongue actually is like the two peace signs, but like, you know, like this way. Um it's this can also be like a fork, or right, a fork, or like one of those things that you grab on a grill. Somebody might be grilling. It might have something to deal with a grill here. Okay. Gemini, somebody might be grilling something, putting something on a grill. Okay, I'm also seeing Let Me See Your Grill, all right, as a song. That might have something to deal with it, the video about a grill, or a certain person that has a grill, okay, but something grill, okay, grill, maybe grill you, I see you, okay, I see you, catch me if you can type of vibe. That might be a movie, something dealing with Leonardo DiCaprio as well. All right, here. So I'm gonna try to kick it off from the other messages, and I just kind of go along. So I know it's been like a little while since I've been on here, but let's kick it off from the last message. What I was kind of talking about then, I was kind of talking about ultraviolet. I was kind of talking about girl, get comfortable. Okay, I didn't know what ultraviolet was. So ultraviolet is actually not a color, but ultraviolet is a movie. Okay, this might have something to deal with the movie Ultraviolet. Okay, as well. In the movie Ultraviolet, it's this woman about, it's about this woman. It's this woman about, okay, it's this woman about. Somebody might be saying, is this woman about, or what is this woman about? What is a certain woman about? What is the situation with this woman about? Okay. Somebody might be grilling another person about, what is the situation about this woman? What is this woman? Who is this woman? Okay, as well. Somebody might be trying to make somebody else feel comfortable here. All right. Well, okay. All right. So yeah, I was talking about that. So it might have something to deal with that. And then I was also talking about in the last message, this might have something to deal with an Aries or a Taurus, but something about up and down. So I thought it was a pretty Ricky song, and which it is a pretty Ricky song, but also up and down. What I found out is also a T-Pain song called Up Down. So booty going up and down. So what I looked up in the video is basically kind of a respin of poetic justice. So this might have something to deal with poetic justice. um might have something to deal with the theme of poetic justice, okay, here. All right, because we also do have romance, and romance is in the upright. So it's something to deal with romance, but trust is in reverse here. Okay, so somebody may not trust a romantic situation. Okay. um all right, something about overexposed. Something could have been overexposed, or something is being overexposed. Overexposure. I'm also was getting eucalyptus. So eucalyptus, I got that from this book right here. All right, eucalyptus. And I'm thinking like, okay, what is a eucalyptus? Basically it's a part of a tree. All right, but um what are the things that they do, like what are the benefits of a eucalyptus? Okay, it helps with a sore throat, so some of you guys might be needing that. Cough relief, okay, headache relief, congestion relief, blood pressure reduction, insect repellent, pain reliever, breath refreshener. So maybe some people don't know what eucalyptus does, but it actually has all these certain types of benefits, and also dealing with skin pain, dental health, all right, cold, a lot of things like that. So some of you guys might be dealing with that. Also, you might have some type of insect bites or something about insects here, or insect bite, or insert, something about insertion. I need to insert, or something that you need to insert, or somebody is trying to insert. All right. Also about eucalyptus, it's high in antioxidants, all right, as well. All right. So that might be something, or have something to deal with this situation. But what I was getting in a book is right here, it says, I woke up from another one of my dreams. This time I was paddling to keep afloat a raft made out of a giant crispy marshmallow square. So something about a square here. Yeah, something about a square, four corners. That might even be a name of a neighborhood, four corners, or something is four corners, or something like that. Here, all right, but it's something specific about the dreams. All right, maybe your dreams is showing you how to heal, or your dreams is showing you something, or certain things about your dreams is revealing certain things. Okay. All right, something to deal with paddling. Okay, paddling, boat, something to deal with aggressive. So something might be aggressive, or something is aggressive for someone else, and maybe what they need is a certain type of benefit from a tree, or natural things to help them, or look up more natural ways. That's what I'm getting, to help them. Okay, that's kind of what I'm picking up and I'm pulling up on. All right, Gemini. So if some of y'all have been thinking about like little health things, maybe that's where it comes from. You can also get eucalyptus oil, okay? Eucalyptus oil. All right. Kind of reminded me of what somebody has had kind of told me before. Okay, but it's been a minute. So I hope y'all doing good, Gemini. All right, so this could be a curious person, okay? Or this is you guys curious about another person. Curious. Prosperity. Okay. 1 second. Making resolutions. Okay, so some of you guys might be trying to make some type of resolution inside of your relationship, or with a certain person that's inside of your life. This, if you work in the medical field, this can also be a patient, or something about you need to be patient with. What do you need to be patient with? Okay, four corners. All right, four corners. So four corners are the states, are southwestern states. So something about the southwest, something about Utah, Colorado, Arizona. I think in New Hampshire. Um, what's this? Oh my God, these are Native Americans. Okay. So, yikes. So, let me just turn this around, because people will start thinking that you just coming up with this stuff, or it's already written down, right? When nothing is written down, baby, we just, we just talking. All right. So, Four Corners. Okay. It says Four Corners is a region of the southwestern United States, consistent of the southwestern corner of Colorado, southeastern corner of Utah, northeastern corner of Arizona, and the northwestern corner of New Mexico. Most of Four Corner region belongs to semi-autonomous Native American nations. Okay, so something about Native American here. Some of you guys might be Native American. All right. Something might have to deal with New Mexico. All right. Something about the certain degrees here. Let's see what else. Okay, Four Corners was a TV show with 63 seasons. What is this? Okay, Four Corners is an Australian investigative journalism, current affairs, documentary television program broadcasted on ABC TV. It premiered on August 1961 and is the longest running Australian television show. So something about investigate journalism, current affairs. Television drama. I know most of the time we just figure certain things out after we get off the live video. So, but this might have something to deal with investigation. Okay. Something to deal with those states or something to deal with Native Americans here. Something maybe dealing with some type of relationship, some type of curious person. All right. Maybe something dealing with this has something to deal with your dreams. Okay. Um, I had once the first I had when I first got into just outer but first got into a person I saw that said that they were a psychic, right? And on social media, and I forgot his name. It was a guy, and he was like, you just do this meditation and see what happens to you, or something like that. So, in the first meditation I did, and I listened to the song, I forgot the song, right? Tanahoy. Okay, so that was his name, Tanahoy, the most psychic medium, okay, whatever. So I listened to Tanahoy and I listened to this recording, and it took me to a place where I saw sunflowers, and I had to tell him about it. Oh my God, I this place and saw sunflowers, and you know, I was an Indian. I know it's crazy, but I saw myself as an Indian. But it took me to where I had pride, and I believe that I can't really explain. I probably have to, I'd like send him a message of what I've seen from the thing, from the vision, whatever. So that might be something that y'all tapping into. Okay. Or something that you have to look back on, think back on. Okay, something dealing with Indians. You might be having a vision of some type of Indians here. All right, or a dream of Indians. But something is like fading away. You may be feeling like something is fading away. Whatever it is dissolving. Because here it says something is dissolving, something is fading away. The memory might be fading away, okay? Or somebody's memory is fading away. The memories of the events are fading away. I'm also getting Don't Let Something Fade Away. I believe that's a song as well. Okay, it says a song by Lil TJ, Fade Away. So that might be something dealing with that song. Something about a mermaid here. Okay. So it's something about somebody telling you, why do you need a boat or why do you need a savior, basically, when you can swim on your own or you are able to swim on your own. So what I'm reading is that the mermaid comes to this person and the mermaid is telling this person, you see that your raft, you're pedaling so fast trying to save yourself, and you know how to swim, so why are you so worried about the boat dissolving? So when I first read it, the in the dream, this person is inside of a boat or a raft that's made out of a marshmallow, right? But the marshmallow is dissolving and they see a mermaid in the water, and the mermaid noticed that this person is like pedaling fast and worried and like, oh my god, I gotta hurry up and get to where I gotta go because something is dissolving, something is fading away. And the mermaid's like, wait, why don't you just chill and stop pedaling and overworking yourself and just hop in the water and swim with me? Why don't you swim with me? Why are you overworking yourself? Why are you you know overexposing yourself as well? Or maybe somebody here feels like they are being overexposed in some type of way. Something is very super obvious. Something is very obvious to see. Something might be so obvious inside of a dream or inside of a state where you're feeling it that you feel like it's so real, or something about you dreaming about something and it feels so real and you hop up and you go towards it and you hop up and you do it. Something about jumping up out of your bed, or somebody is jumping up out of their bed and going to do something because now the answer is obvious, or they see something that's obvious. The answer is obvious. Okay, so I'm getting that it's kind of like you can feel like maybe somebody can feel a certain energy. So when you around or you in a certain environment, you feel like you can hop up and spring and do something. So the person that's inside this dream was basically like they had the courage to do something because the mermaid encouraged them, saying, you can do it yourself, you can do it, you can do it. And the person hopped out of bed thinking that they can really do it. But it says once they got to this other person closet, near their energy, they all of a sudden felt tired. So it's something about maybe in your dream state or something about around a certain group of people, you feel like you can do it. And then when you are around another person or another group of people or a certain area, you feel tired and drained, and you feel like you can't do it. You feel like you don't want to do it. You feel like you won't do it. You maybe even like stop thinking about your goals or whatever you want to do. So it's kind of like somebody's trying to make it seem like you have to rush here, or something about a rush here, but someone is telling you, what are you panicking for? What are you what are you worried about? That's kind of what I'm getting. And then you feel tired again. So it's kind of like a panic energy, then an energy where it's like, what are you panicking for? What are you worried about? You can get in, you can join the water just like me. You can swim, you know how to swim, you know how to do this. That's the type of energy that I'm getting, Gemini. And then it's an energy where, oh man, I'm tired. I can't do this. A discouraging feeling. Something about someone's trying to cover up things here, or they're trying to cover up for somebody else. Because what I'm reading is that once, see, the person that has this dream and they hop up and they about to do something, but they get to this obstacle, right? And this obstacle is this closet, this another person's closet, and they start to feel drained. And they feel drained because they like, look, I have to cover this up for someone else. I have to clean up this closet for someone else. I have to get this out the way for someone else, so someone else won't see what's actually going on, because they don't want somebody else to find it. Somebody has to always put something back where they originally had it. Now, this is kind of reminding me of a movie where they keep on replaying the same day, the same event over and over again. And they find out the answer to how to stop replaying this event over and over again, or stop having to die all over and over again. But every time they get to a certain spot or a certain level or a certain place, they always find themselves having to restart over again because it's something that they're missing, or something about someone is putting some has to put something back. Also reminds me of the movie, a panda movie, Kung Fu Panda, where in one of the parts they have to put back this sculpture or this whatever this is. They have to put it back where they found it. It's something important about that. And it's also about every time a certain person has to continuously do something over and over again, it makes them more tired or more drained, more life source is being taken away from them. So even though they're starting over, but they're tired at the same time. So more life is being taken away from them. They're still not their old spunky self. So let's say, in this case, we are replaying a dream, this same dream over and over again, where we are on this marshmallow, okay, and we're pedaling and we're trying to go fast and we're trying to get somewhere, and our marshmallow is dissolving, because when you think about a marshmallow, when it's inside of water, or when whatever is inside of water, right, it's dissolving. But then comes a person to give you this advice, a person to give you a key, and you feel like aha, it's the aha moment, and you get this energy from this person. But suddenly you hop up, you on your mission, you on your way to go, and then you met with this same obstacle that comes in your way. That's the kind of thing that I'm getting. Energy that I'm getting. It's steady coming in your way, and you're not passing this obstacle, or you're not passing this torch, and you're having to start all over. And every time you start all over, you have lesser and lesser energy for it. You have lesser and lesser passion for it. You have lesser and lesser desire for it. You're not your old spunky self. That's what this person is saying. It's like, even though I finish this, and even though I do this, and even though I come to this conclusion, I'm still, after I give my all and after I give my everything, I'm still not the old person that I once used to be, because this specific thing has taken something away from me. And this also can just mean in our life, right? As we get older, you know, certain things happen to us, certain experiences happen to us, and we just like, look, man, I'm not the old I'm not the old person I used to be. You know what I'm saying? You having back pains, leg pains, head pain, like all these different aches and pains, as the older you get, all these different worries. It's like, I'm not the old person that I used to be. No matter what way we try to switch it and change it. Okay, now this can also be in a positive light, because the chapter of this book is called Eucalyptus. So this can be in a way where, hey, I'm not the old person that I once used to be. I'm better. I'm finding ways on how to um heal. All right. That can also be something that you guys might be going through. But it's not like a flip of a switch. It's the obstacle. And it's something about keeping up the disguise. So something might be bothering somebody, but they're keeping up this disguise here, like everything is okay. Somebody may have been trying to keep up with a disguise for a while, like everything is okay. All right, somebody could be a mega nerd or a super mega nerd. Something about going back to where you belong, or where you always have belonged. So you may not be where you belong, but you are going back to where you have always belonged. Something could be like very ridiculous. Something can sound ridiculous. Something can seem ridiculous. Somebody might be saying you are ridiculous. The situation is ridiculous. Somebody could be saying that, all right, I feel like you are ridiculous because I'm not even that person anymore. This could have something to deal with a romantic situation and about trust. This is ridiculous because I'm not even that same person anymore. All right. Also, somebody can be saying, like, man, this is ridiculous because I'm not the old person I once used to be anymore. I'm not as confident as I once was. I was more confident. Maybe even your body moved more freely or you felt more free. Something about being more free here. Also about a different change. I'm seeing a change in the weather, but I'm also seeing a change in the clothing, the change in the feeling, the change. Something about someone is always wearing something too safe, or they feel like what you wear is too safe, or you have changed. Like the change that you have made is ridiculous. The change is too safe, or you're being just too safe. What you're wearing is too safe, or you're trying to be too safe due to an insecurity that you were maybe more confident before. Somebody could be afraid of being ridiculed here because they don't want to take a risk. So somebody's not taking a risk because they don't want to be ridiculed. So somebody is choosing to keep it safe because they don't want to be ridiculed. All right. So in this part of this story, all right. So as we read along, we are kind of understanding more of what is this obstacle. So this person in this dream, raft is dissolving, blah. Meet the mermaid. The mermaid, like, oh, you can swim with me. You can be like me. Okay? And it's something maybe like be like Mike. Okay? Or like Mike. There might be something. You can be like me. All you got to do is get out and swim. This person feels confident. This person's like, you know what? You're right. Why am I panicking? Why am I overreacting? Why am I doing things that's ridiculous when I can be just like you? I can swim just like you can swim. Okay? So that's when this person hops up out of the dream. They're motivated, they're ready to go. But all of a sudden, it's this dark cloud, right? They hit Gary's closet. And maybe what they see inside of Gary's closet is different things that they can wear, that they can try on, that they can um get into. But it's something about them feeling like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't because I'll get ridiculed. I'll get talked about for doing that. Or I'll get talked about for wearing that. Or I'll get talked about. But at the same time, the person is like, yo, I don't even feel the same how I used to feel about myself. But I'm coming to an obstacle where I have a choice to choose something different. But the person turns back around and leaves Gary's closet and chooses to just go back to their room and put on a simple pair of jeans and a red t-shirt. So the whole time, you might be thinking that Gary's closet, every time you come to this certain situation in your life, you thinking that Gary's closet is an obstacle. You thinking that Gary's closet is something bad, is something dark, but maybe that is a projection of what other people are projecting onto you, or you feel like they will project onto you. It's all these different things that's popping in your head when you have a lot of different things inside of Gary's closet to choose from. And you may feel like, oh man, I'm not my old self. I'm not who I used to be. And maybe every time what it means about starting over and rebirthing yourself, or dying all over again and starting all over again. Every time you choose maybe to leave Gary's closet and not choose or pick something out of Gary's closet, a part of you dies. And you have to start all over, and you're rushing and you're panicking and you're like, oh man, I'm dissolving, I'm aging, I'm fading away, I might be dying, or you know what I'm saying, I'm losing this, or I'm losing myself. And then you come to a realization because you meet a mermaid to remind you, hey, well, what are you rushing for? You can be just like me. You can come out here and swim just like me. Just like I'm unique, I'm different colors. I'm not worried about what anybody else thinks about me. You can too. And that's when you get that energy again. You right. I can do it. You right. I can. And then you go back and you hit that. All right, well, here you go. Here's Gary's closet. What would you like? What would you like to try on? What would you like to put on? What would you like to have? And you look at certain things, you like, man, that looks good. I like that. I remember, you know what I'm saying? That's how I used to be. Or that's a little bit a part of me. Or that's a part of me that of what I wanna be. And yeah, I like that too. Like, yeah, I like all these things, but then, like, nah man, they might say this, they might say that, they might say that, they might look at me like that. So you hit a wall and you like, all right, man, let's just close Gary's closet and go back to my room and put on these same jeans and this same t-shirt and dream again, pedaling fast, hoping like, man, hopefully I ain't running out of time to get to where I want to be. So yeah, Gemini, maybe that is a message for y'all. We kind of took a little bit of time to get to the message, but maybe that is the message. And if you are a super mega nerd, ain't nothing wrong with being a super mega nerd. Or maybe shout out to the sexy super mega nerds. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you want to be sexy and a nerd. Okay? We can be sexy and nerds. You can have it your way. Right? I'm talking to people, individuals that have two sides to them. They are two different people. You know what I'm saying? And today I was watching Wednesday, and I never really watched a TV show ever, but I watched the first episode, and I'm like, wow, you know, um, you see how they separate her and her roommate. They're separate, but when I look at it, I see them as the same person. And I feel like a lot of us may have that inside of us where we're two different people, where we are Wednesday, but we are also as well the bubbly girl, right? That likes all the pretty stuff. Why you can't be both? Because in society we're so worried about what will they say. They're talking about me, so I might as well just stay, super bland. But I like bland at the same time. What's wrong with bland? What's wrong with dark? What's wrong with black? And maybe I want to be super colory and sexy, but what they gonna say about super sexy? So, okay, that is my message, Gemini. I'll be visiting back, baby. Peace. Oh God, this is interesting.